as a symposium. Colin is one of Oxford and Britain's leading academics, and he specialises in talking about food and farming, and we've entitled this 10 Years and Counting, Can Politicians Save the Planet? So, Colin, would you like to kick off?
I will. How long should I talk?
As long as you like. We're here till 9:30, I believe.
Well, thank you very much for coming. Thank you to Catherine, who's next door, who didn't actually come to this, but invited me. And thank you to Adam. It's a very nice question. I didn't think of this question, can politicians save the planet? And I think it's what politicians call a hypothetical question, meaning that it's unanswerable. But what we can say with absolute certainty is that over the last few decades, politicians have really been, I would say, without equivocation, actually I've thought about this, have been the public enemy number one. That is the extraordinary and the foul thing, that people we've elected as leaders of this country, and indeed the United States and many other countries, have not been, very clearly have not been on the side of humanity, and certainly have not been on the side of the world. Because the biggest problems in the world by far are not actually those of the economy, funnily enough. And they're certainly not those of terrorism, which Blair and Brown and nail their colours to. They have nothing to do with it. They have entirely to do with survival. And very survival used to be something that Greenies talk about, and lefties talk, dangerous people like that used to talk about. It's dreadful, lefty liberals, Greenies. And now it's not just them. I mean, people like Rowan Williams, Archbishop of Canterbury, in case you need reminding, and Martin Rees, Lord Rees, President of the Royal Society, have been saying of late that the human species, I mean Homo sapiens, the whole damn lot, will be actually quite lucky to get through the 20th century in a tolerable state. I mean, some people will come through, but whether the people who are left will be living, well, either they'll be sitting at the top of the heap or they'll be in penury having a terrible time. But the idea that civilization in a recognisable, worthwhile form will come through is very much in doubt. And then there's the question of, well, with our fellow species, there's about 8 million other species on the planet, or so it's calculated, about half of them are considered to be in serious danger of extinction.